What is up, my N-words? And the N is for Nakama.
I think we should cut that out.
Not at all. I think we keep that in the Discord bunch.
Sure.
You're not feeling that one, Brandon? You think we can take that?
No.
I don't know. It has a certain flair to it, you know? It's got a certain pizzazz.
Fuck it, you do you.
It's just for Nakama. What's so bad about that?
Yeah.
Okay, well anyway, today we're going to be reviewing more purple cards that have been revealed from ST10, the new structure, containing our Luffy, Law, and Kid leader.
Hold on, I can post them. Give me...
Okay. While Brandon works on that, I guess, announcement, the Small Hat crew now has a Discord server. It exists. And you can join it by clicking the link in the description.
If anyone would like to apply to be our Discord janitor, please let us know.
Oh, so what I was going to say was, because I really don't want to moderate a Discord server, if you're like one of the regulars in the comment section, if I've spoken to you at least like 3 times, feel free to DM me on Discord and say you want mod role. I'll just give it to you. I don't really care. You can have it.
That's a great idea, and it's not going to end well. Or it's going to end great, my bad.
I think it will. I'm a believer. I have faith. Anyway, we'll go ahead and jump right into that. We got Monkey D. Luffy, purple, 10 cost, 12k, 4 Emperors, Straw Hat crew, 1k counter.
Brother, he's a Yonko.
Yes.
This card, it makes me mad that the first Gear 5 Luffy that they put in the game is a 10-drop vanilla with regular 10-drop stats.
But he has counter!
I don't care that he has counter, and they made him purple. Like, that makes me angry.
Why is he not a 2k?
Why is he a card?
Whoa, no, we're past that. We're looking at the card, it exists. You know, there's no changing that. Why is he a 2k? I mean, why is he not a 2k? At least if he was a 2k, the argument would be, if I need a body, I have a body. If I need the counter, I can just discard it. Like,
yeah.
I don't understand why.
Valid argument, but in this case, it's just not playable.
It just makes no. This is so bad. I remember when we were discussing it. Yeah, I remember when we were discussing it. I remember my take on it was that because he's Gear 5, and the reason I'm not in like, you know, the position to design cards is because I would have made him 50,000 attack. I would have made him a 50,000 attack vanilla with no counter, because his effect is basically, because despite he could be a vanilla, but he would still basically have an effect, and that effect would be, you cannot counter out of this card. You're not countering out of 50k, you know, like at least he does something as a 10.
Brother, you know what's funny?
What?
He still could not beat 800k Burndy World. We have a card that does what you're saying. No, but you cannot counter this attack in Burndy World. I think Luffy serves no purpose.
No,
he should kill
I think
now. I
think he would be better than Burndy World, because Burndy World just dies to Katakuri. A 10-drop is already very hard to deal with. The only card that really consistently deals with it is what, Red Rock? So he would make it till the following turn, and then he would swing 50k. Burndy World, when I was trying to kill people with that card, you don't know how many tries it took, because he would never make it to the next turn. And that was before we had cards like we do now in OP3 and OP04, because nothing sticks to the board anymore. I don't know. It would have been a niche for him at least. He would have done something. This card's ass. It's so bad. I like the art. The art's good.
I don't even like the art style, to be honest.
Oh, really?
I'm not a fan of it.
It's purple.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Hater.
It's really weird with him being like his color scheme and then purple border around it.
Yeah.
Old hating ass.
Like, these are the 10 drops that red should be getting, not purple. Hey, but purple, you know, finally has a boss monster for every purple deck, so that's
no, because you could just run. You didn't have to be playing Animal Kingdom Pirates. You could just run Kaido. You just couldn't use the effect.
Bro,
they already had it. No, I know, but what I'm saying is that they already had a purple 10-drop 12k that every purple deck could have ran. So,
this has counter.
Yes. Yep. All right. Well, I'll give it a 0. I'm gonna give this a 0. I don't care. He's a 0.
Yeah. I think it's just for the promo and the alt and the art. I don't think they expect anybody to play with it, so 0.
I don't either.
But brother, it has counter. I'm gonna give it a 1.
Okay. At least it's a vanilla. Maybe in the future somebody can abuse the vanilla status of it or something. I don't know. No. All right, let's jump into a good cart then. Because usually it's save the best for last, but I think after such an extreme low, we need an extreme high. At least I feel it's an extreme high. Eustace Captain Kid. Purple character, cost 7, 8k power. Kid Pirates. On play and when attacking. Dawn -1. Up to one of your leader gains 1000 power until the start of your next turn. I think this card is insane. I think this card is so good.
Which one are we looking at?
Kid.
The 7/8 Kid.
Good card.
This card is so good.
Freaking Edward Newgate at 7 Dawn.
Yes, they have a mid-range Newgate, and my god, this card in Luffy, stupid. In purple red Luffy, oh my god.
I think this card.
I thought you put red as the secondary color.
What'd you say, Brandon?
This card is going to be a purple staple.
Yes, no, I agree. This card is so good. This card is, like, it turns your leader into a 6k, which is already insane. Unless it's Luffy, then Luffy becomes a 7k. And then, just talk about, like Luffy for a second, because, I've been dabbling a lot in that leader. I'm enjoying him quite a bit. And, Luffy, 6k base. So, okay, let's say you drop him on 7, right? You use his effect, you go down to 6. On the following turn, you go up to 8. Luffy ability, ramp up to 9. You can have this, and then you can drop Whitebeard, and then swing with this, minus the Dawn, and on that turn, your Luffy is a 9k leader. The amount of resources it's going to take for your opponent to be able to swing into your Luffy is insane. Just going up to 8k already stops so many attacks. 9 is ridiculous, and you'll have an 8k body established on top of it. It's just so disgusting. And then if you don't do this on 7, if you do it on 8 instead, you have an open Dawn for Radical Beam also. Like, this card is so good. And that's just Luffy. Magellan, you use Kid effect, minus the Dawn. Kid pumps you 1k, and then because you minus the Dawn, Magellan pumps you 1k. So you're 7 on your turn, and then on the opponent's turn, you're 6. This card is so good. This card is so good. Oh my god. This card is insane. I don't know. Something about it makes me not give it the 5. I don't know what it is, but he's so close. I'm gonna give him a 4.75. I think he's like, this card's insane.
So I'm gonna personally give him a 5. Reason being, he's purple and he is. I wouldn't say exactly what purple needed. It needs a lot more, but this is one of the cards that purple needed to start getting, like, because right now purple, every set it gets cards that just do nothing for the previous set.
Yep.
This card is a card that does something for pretty much every deck that runs purple.
Yes.
Is gonna at least want to try and find that space for at least 2 of these in the deck.
Yes.
It's the Whitebeard of the deck.
This card's insane. Oh
yeah.
My god. This card is like, I think it's the best card that we'll see, like, for a good amount of times. I don't know how you print a card better than this. This is,
well,
I think the funniest thing is the one purple leader, you don't play him in as, like, king, and that just proves how bad king is.
yeah, that's true, actually.
I think Local Kaido would also be, like, a leader that I would want to play it in, but because of how tight the deck space is already for what it does, and there's no way to search this card,
yeah.
I agree. I think this is like a 4.5, 4.75. I don't give it the full, the full Nelson, because it just doesn't have any search. It gets answered by Red Rock, but everything does. If we're gonna make that argument.
Yeah, fair.
Right.
Fair.
Well, because for me, because like the reason like a card like Whitebeard is better than this, for example, is like, obviously, Whitebeard's bigger and stuff, but because Whitebeard's bigger, he doesn't die to like Katakuri. And
True.
Katakuri, like this dies to Katakuri. So this dies to Katakuri. This dies to Dofi. It dies to Mihawk. But that's the reason. The fact that you can interact with him pretty consistently is the reason I won't give him the 5. But he's an insanely good card, and that like it's not his fault that he has.
It's not. His fault.
Yeah, it's not his fault that he allows player interaction, and if he didn't, that would be toxic.
I mean,
but that's still something that I feel like I have to take into consideration. So
kind of his fault.
No. So yeah,
it is
I
his
don't know.
fault for being purple, and Bandai hates purple.
But for a purple card, I did not think we would get one this good. And
neither did I.
I mean, then again, these decks focus around purple and red, and it looks like purple's getting a little bit of love. So I like to see it.
Bro, after
after
what we saw with Baroque Works, purple deserves this. Like, it is. After Baroque Works coming right off the cusp of Galila Company.
So
oh
I've
my
been
god.
playing around with the Baroque Works package, and yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, no, I've been playing around with it too. I didn't tell you. So literally right before you joined this call, right? I was playing Crocodile. I was playing Blurple Crocodile. I was playing the Baroque Works engine. I ended up cutting the package and putting in the Animal Kingdom package.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, like the Searcher was just too expensive, so I never used her unless I got her off of like a trigger. Usually she was counter. She's just so expensive. I don't know. Like, you probably play her like 30% of the time she hits your hand. There's just so much wrong with it.
Luffy
but I guess
followed Baroque Works without even having gear. I think it's kind of fair. It's gotta suck, right?
Yeah. No, that's no, I agree. But I guess with that out the way, go for it.
What I think is interesting here, we've seen 2 super rares, which typically the starter decks have, but one has been Luffy, one has been Kid, so probably gonna see a super rare Law in the deck.
Well, I was about to say, I believe there's 4 super rares for the deck on the website, but I'll check.
What the 4th? Yeah. So if anybody has any speculation on what you think the Law might do, shout it out in the comments. Just make your wildest speculations.
I think it would have to minus power, do some other shenanigans to match the Law Leader personally.
The Law Leader, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, cause the Kid leader is pumping himself 2k, and this is pumping 1k. Our Luffy leader's just big. What does our Luffy do? I don't remember.
Luffy rams, brother. We just talked about it.
Does he?
Yeah, when you're 8 Dawn or 0 Dawn, 8 or more.
No, not the leader. The
Oh, the card. The card pops 2 cards if you're. He punishes.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, that has nothing to do with the leader then. So
far, both supers have been really freaking good.
Yeah. So then I guess we'll go ahead and jump into. Well, I actually think going straight into Kid is probably dumb because this is a very sour note to end the video on. We have Heat, purple character, 3 cost, 4k, Kid Pirates. Your turn and once per turn. When a Dawn is returned to the Dawn deck from your field, this character gains 2k power until the start of your next turn. So it will relatively consistently, especially I guess, and consistently in a leader like Kid, for example, it is a 3 Dawn, 6k.
Not bad.
Yeah, no, it's not bad by any means. I think this goes like fits right at home in a deck like Magellan, for example. Already mentioned the Kid. I don't know. It's a good card. It's a above. I think it's an above average card. It serves a purpose. I do think though that it being 4K, does take away from it.
Yeah, but it becomes a 6k and is a 6k on your opponent's turn as well.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, it's until the end of your opponent's next turn.
Oh, wait a minute. That changes this a lot for me. This is a lot better than I thought it was.
It's good. Here's my thing with it is you're gonna get it out on 3 Dawn. Realistically, you're not gonna swing with it for probably 2 to 3 turns until you actually have the Dawn to minus and stay at high Dawn.
Yeah, that's true.
That being said, though, like it works great with the 7-drop Kid that comes out 2 turns later.
Yes.
I don't think it's a bad card by any means. I think it's a good 3-drop. When we talk about Magellan, though, Magellan. So let's say like this would really only work in Magellan if Magellan goes first. Because if it goes second, it wants to play one of those Jailer Beasts 100%.
That's true.
And then this just kind of becomes a 1k counter.
Yeah.
So I do like the card though. I like it a lot. It's not bad.
It is. I think, I don't know. I feel like just the value of a 3 Dawn 6k though is like so big. And a lot of the time Magellan wants to cheat out his Jailer Beast with a little Sadie, for example.
Remember when Kinemon was playing the 5/7 just so he could play it on 4 Dawn, a 4/7?
Yeah, exactly. Like I think I can see Kinemon playing like 2 copies of it. I don't know. It's I think it's one of the.
Wait, Kinemon playing 2 copies of what?
Denjiro.
I think it was Denjiro. Yeah.
I thought you said I can see them, but that's like way in the past.
No, I was saying remember, like.
No, brother. It's not that far in the past. Remember, now it feels like it was forever ago, but Kinemon was relevant only a few months ago. You would think He feels like he was OPO1 with how long it's been since we've seen him. But yeah, I don't know. This card, I think I'd give this card like a 3.5.
Yeah, I was gonna say a 3. It's above average. It's a, it has to go in the right deck. Like you're saying, Magellan could get this effect off, I think, pretty consistently. Kid, depending on what we see more from the starter deck 10, he could get a more. It's the Kid Pirates don't have a searcher right now. We don't know if we're gonna get one in the starter deck, but if we get one for like a starter deck that's gonna have Heart Pirates, Straw Hats, and Kid Pirates in it, it's gonna be real weird.
I want a Heart Pirates searcher really bad. I would just want more Heart Pirates cards because I think there's a green 2K. I think it's a Beepo, that plays a Heart Pirate on play, and like there's just no targets, so you just don't run it. So I don't know.
Yeah, no, I could totally see that, and I would hope they were gonna be red, or to also support Red Green Law.
Yeah, no, I agree with that 100%. So yeah, I don't know. Anything you guys want to say before I guess not close it out, but go off into a tangent about our Discord server now.
It's honestly a 3.5 playable card. Very playable in some decks, playable in others. I like it.
Yeah.
3.5.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Good card.
Yeah, so I guess that's it for the ratings. Is there anything left to be said about like the Discord server?
No, I mean, it's open, like you said, if you are interested in helping us run this Discord server, because neither of us, or any of us, have ran a server before, so...
I have.
Is that why you call it a music bot?
Yes. Also, the description of the Discord will be in the... or the link to the Discord will be in the description of this video.
Yes. We are looking forward to seeing all of you in there, and
all of you. There's no exception.
Well, there's some.
Literally every single last one.
We don't want all of them, alright? All of some of our comments.
We want all 1,000 of you. And
no, you see, because even the troublesome commenters, we can go ahead.
We have shit posting for y'all. Come on.
See, because even the most troublesome commenters, if they're in the Discord server, we could pull them into a call and make them defend themselves.
You can't pull people into a call. That's not how it works.
No,
come into the
shame them
Discord
into the
server
call.
and debate us. Absolutely, we would love to hear your hot takes.
Yeah, I want to see that guy defend how the game's balanced when Red dominates. But anyway, I guess with that being said, then until next time, we'll see you guys.
Sure.
Later.